Well, hello there. Thanks for joining me in my car again. So I'm just going to say what a great year it's been so far. Yeah, I know we're at the beginning of the year, an absolute heartbreaking moment in our lives when we lost our little dog. Yeah, I know it's only a dog, but he was a family member, very much family member, and he's very much missed still today. To this day, Sarah and I get quite upset when we find things that the dog would have. As you know, if you watch the other video, I'm selling this car, and as I was cleaning it out, I found all sorts of things under the seats that he had played with or had, his dog biscuits and the other things that you have in the car. So that was a little bit upsetting to see that. And then I discovered that I could draw my pension. This is a little later on in the year, after I started having a little bit of problems at work with some people. That's all I'm going to say. So I thought about inquiring about retiring early. And yes, I can retire early, and you can take your pension from the age of 55. So that's what I did. I decided that I was going to take my pension early and take a lump sum. And I know paying into it for 40 odd years, that's a lot of money that's gone into that. And the lump sum I got was quite a substantial lump of money. And that's where the new kitchens come from. Like I said, we needed a new kitchen. The new kitchen had been destroyed by the dog, so that's why we got the new kitchen eventually. Now that I suddenly had this lump sum of money, I decided that I was going to invest it into a new kitchen. It should add 6%, apparently 6% to the cost or the price of the house having a new kitchen. So that's what's paid for that, the new kitchen. And now, what else has happened? Oh yes, of course, mustn't forget. The reason that we went to France in the first place was to see my daughter, my long lost daughter that I missed her growing up. Because her mother took her to France, I didn't know. When I got an email out of the blue from this girl who said, "Are you my dad?" And well, I didn't believe it at first. I couldn't believe it at first. It was absolutely shocking, should I say, for someone to come up and say, "Oh, you're my dad." And so I asked a few details that only they would know, really. And yes, it confirmed it was. And so I did go out and see her. When I first found out where she was, that was it. Dropped everything, got on a plane and went to see her, because there's absolutely no way am I going to not go and see her as soon as I found her after all those years. So yeah, Sarah and I have been married now for 8 years. So it was slightly before then, that I discovered my long lost daughter Lizzie, and we dropped everything, flew to France, saw her for a couple of days, and then flew back again. And when Sarah and I got married, Lizzie flew over and was at our wedding, which was rather nice. But anyway, so she's now pregnant. She's now 7 weeks pregnant. Sorry, 7 weeks, what I'm talking about. 7 months pregnant. And she's not very big. She's quite tiny still. But the photographs that I put on my community post, you'll see that there she was, 7 months pregnant, and very tiny. When it does surprise me, I gave her a big hug when I met her at the airport, and she's so tiny. She really is light. I felt like I could probably have crushed her if I'd given her a proper hug. Yeah, it's quite amazing how small and delicate she is, really. Anyway, so that's a good thing. Planning on like I say, retiring. I've taken the lump sum money that's paying for the new car that's coming. It's paid for the new kitchen. I bought myself a new lens for my camera, and it's all good. Absolutely fantastic. I know what when my certificates expire on the 24th of November 2026, that's when I can no longer work at sea, and I don't want to renew my certificates. I'm broken as it is. Every joint aches. If you've been following me, you'll know that I've got an artificial knee. My right knee is beginning to play up. Both my hips are playing up. My elbows ache. My back aches. My shoulders ache. I'm getting neck pain. It's, I've had enough. Being at sea is not an easy job. It's not an easy job. And if you haven't had health issues by the time you come to retire, then you've been very, very lucky at sea. There's a lot of young kids coming through now. And the only thing I can say to them is get your certificates and then get out. That's all I can say. The British Merchant Navy is no longer what it is. The new company I work for, the pension scheme isn't as good as the old pension scheme of the past. So, yeah. But anyway, digressing slightly. Yes, the pension that I'm going to get from this company that I work for now is if I make additional payments into my pension pot, I'll get another £150 a month to go towards my pension. So I will be comfortably off, I think. I don't think it's going to be more than £1,400 a month in income, and that should be enough. I've got 2 years in which to adjust my lifestyle so that I can live within that £1,400 a month income. So yeah, it's gonna next 2 years are gonna be hard savings, cutting back on expenditures, reducing my internet. In a couple of years' time, the phone, I would have paid off my phone contract, and so I'll go to a SIM only contract. I don't need to get a new phone after that. So that will save me a few pounds. My broadband at home, we can cut right back down to the slightly more than minimum. And of course, the new car will save me an absolute fortune. I'll be saving somewhere in the region of about £400. Not £400. Yeah, £300. I'll be saving about £300 a year on road tax. So that's a bit. I will also be saving on the insurance as well for the new car. That will be a darn sight cheaper. And of course, it being a new car, it's still under warranty for the next 8 years. So that's an added bonus. I think mechanically, for the engine side, it's 5 years and the battery's 8 years. Yeah, giving the game away, haven't I? It's going to be a hybrid car, not a plug-in hybrid. I can't go full electric. It's got to be a self-charging hybrid. But yeah, this blimey, I waffled right on. This year has been an absolute bonus. Probably the best years. 2024, at the age of 60, life is coming good. Yeah. And of course, when I do fully retire, I shall be going out and buying myself a brand new dog as well. So I'll make sure I have enough money for that. I think we're going to go again for another Boston Terrier. So that's something to look forward to. But yes, my year has been 2024 at the age of 60. Absolute fantastic year. Apart from that first month when it was heartbreaking to lose the dog. Going to become a granddad, hopefully. It will be here before Christmas. It's a December baby, so we don't want it too close to Christmas. Only for the fact that the baby's birth, we don't want the baby's birthday near Christmas because that's going to spoil it, really. Everyone's going to be concentrating on Christmas, not them for their birthday. So a little bit disappointing. Anyway, so moving on. Waffled on again for another 10 minutes. It's amazing, isn't it? Anyway, so I'm sat here waiting to go to my appointment for my asthma checkup. And it's a real struggle, isn't it, getting a doctor's appointment? being away at sea. Anyway, that's for another story. So I'll catch you all on the next one. Thanks for joining me. And as always, I won't put in the midterm adverts while I'm doing this talky stuff. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you later. Bye then.